Hello, everybody. It's Ken Faulkner. A little quick one for you from the collection. Just kind of going through, finding knives that stick out to me. Some of my favorites. This one's a Kaiser. It's the Mystic, and it's the full size Mystic, and it's in Rex 45 Mystic. So yeah, I'm not big on the steels so much. I like to have the different ones in my collection. But I rotate my knives so much, and I don't really cut heavy duty stuff on a regular basis. So, I do sharpen, but I don't need to sharpen very often. So you know, the worrying about stainless is not a big problem for me. Worrying about the highest edge retention is not a problem, but I do kind of like to have the different blade steels. So this Rex 45 was cool to get, especially because I really, 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 really like this knife. Such a cool style. Right up my alley. I didn't really get out a bunch of comparison knives because it's a big guy. And really all you need is that Ontario Rat 1. And you're going to see it's actually, I think, a little bit longer than the Rat 1. So it's a big one because that's Rat 1's kind of used as the top end on a lot of knives. Not my biggest knife, but definitely, and certainly not tall wise, but long. Got some length to it. That handle's got plenty of room. Got lots of. I'm kind of in this part here where it's kind of scooped out a little bit. It's more or less neutral, but it does have a little point here. But that really helps too. Even if you're off it a little bit with your pinky, you're still on the handle, but you got something that's holding the knife and keeping your hand from sliding down. And then a little bit on the front here, so it's kind of like just tapered. A little taper here, a little taper here. Keep your hand in position. Plenty of room. And the blade design is so cool. This one is the what it is the Munko design. See, I'm so bad with names. I knew Munko, and if somebody told me Munko, yeah, I go, oh yeah, of course. It's a Munko design, and he's been doing a couple of knives. There's a smaller version of this now out for Kaiser of the Mystic, like Mystic, whatever, mini or whatever they call it, the smaller one. I'm just not that interested because I do like bigger knives, so I am completely satisfied with having this. But I know that it's a bit much for some people. That blade length is getting about almost like 3 5/8, I'd say, and you got a full 3.5 on the blade edge. So yeah, and then the handle, plenty. I mean, even if it's like a 4.5 inch, that overall handle is about 5 inches. So it's, even if you have really large hands, I think you're going to have no problem with this one. Yeah, so very cool knife. It's got this titanium and micarta. I'm a big fan of micarta. Not super grippy, but it's got that nice look to it, and it does have a little texture. Nice milled pocket clip, not reversible. But again, because I'm a right-handed guy, I kind of like, it doesn't really bother me as much as I want you guys to know. If you are left-handed, it's going to be more of a thing. It's got this sub-frame lock, which I think is one of the best. I know Bees is always talking about it. Some people really have a hard time with putting pressure on a lock bar. So this really gets rid of that problem. You still got all that thickness of a frame lock without having the problem of putting pressure on it, because you got all this micarta over the top of it. So yeah, really nice. Great look. I love that kind of, I don't know what you call it. It's got a nice lines to it. Nice stonewash too. Really nice stonewash. Really nice swedge on the top. Nice tall flat. Great thumb studs. I mean, the action is really good. Just drops. Not a problem. I mean, so many things about this knife I really, really like. I know for some people it's definitely going to be too big. too long, that sort of thing. But for me, oh man, drops. And then it also does have a front flipper, which I've really grown to like. You know, like a lot of people, I struggled with it at first, but once I kind of got the idea of that rolling over the top, it's definitely not a problem. And then that index finger is kind of a fun thing too. You know, when you're kind of fidgeting with your knife and you kind of, oh yeah, I've done this 100 times already. Let's switch it up. Let's do over the top with the index finger. Let's do that front flipper. And he kind of mix it up. It's you know, for fidgety type knives, multiple deployments are where it's at. Yeah, very cool. Munko design, Rex 45. I really haven't noticed anything bad about it, but I haven't noticed really that it's like superior in a huge way. But I'm kind of cool with having different blade steels. Man, if I go through my spreadsheet and look at all the different blade steels, because there's just so many different odd ones out there, you know, that are similar. And I think it's because there's different companies that are making the steel, and they have different names for it because there's a branding thing, and you can't just take somebody else's name, but it's basically the same chemical. And I can't keep up with it. There's just too much stuff. I get comments on videos where, or even I commented on Nick from Behind the Edge. Go check him out. He's really trying to get up to 3,000 subs. You know, he really, yeah, he really does a good job. I really like his channel a lot. And even if it's not your cup of tea, you know, a sub is free. And the truth is that people, when you look at the stats on YouTube, such a small percentage of people are actually subbed to the channel that watch the videos. And it really doesn't take much. And I don't know if people think that they're spending money or there's something like all their data is being stolen or something, but no, it's just, you just sub into the channel. It helps the people that are running the channel. And he's, you know, just mentioned that he's getting up to that 3,000 mark. He would like to get to it. So Nick Edwards, Behind the Edge, great guy, great channel. He's got some great knives. He really knows his stuff, and when he's working, he's cutting. So he knows what edge retention is about. So he would appreciate a knife with like a Rex 45, and he has, you know, he'll give you very honest opinions about knives too. It may not be the same as your opinion, but you know, he definitely has great taste in knives. Anyway, enough advertisement for Nick. This is the knife, the Mystic. I love it. It's not going to be for everybody, but man, if you like big knives, if you like fidgety knives, and if you like some cool steel on your knives, this is a real winner. It's a little bit, you know, in the mid-range price size. I got it for $135, but considering everything, I would definitely spend it again and again and again. If I didn't have this knife, if I lost it, I would definitely need to get another one. So that's how much I like it. All right, guys, that's it for today. You know, I'll be back with more. You guys have a good one, and I'll see you on the next one.